Friends, in last video we have studied about the concept of real GDP and nominal GDP. What is real GDP and what is nominal GDP, the formulas and how to convert real GDP into nominal GDP. We solved one question and I have given you the other questions to be solved, and you can solve the questions with the same formula. You need not to do anything special in these questions, so you can solve either those questions, either you need to find real GDP or nominal GDP or the price index. So the same formula will be implemented in all the questions. You can go through, you can solve, and if you face any problem you can contact us anytime. Now many of you are not having books. You should purchase book and should start study. Now we'll move further and we start our next chapter, that is the calculation of national income. How to calculate national income? Students, you have studied the meaning of national income and domestic income. You studied circular flow model also. What it says that there are three types of activities that always take place in an economy, that are production, use of factor services and expenditure. What we do while producing the things, we add the value. So value addition is done by the producer while the activity of production is going on. Then use of factor services, by that what household do, they earn income. So income generation. And what the household do with this income, they expense or they do the expenditure. You have seen the circular flow model. In that, household provide factor services. In return, the producer gives factor payment. So this is the income portion. Then household what they do, expenditure on goods. And what producer do, they provide goods and services. So two items you can see here, the income, generation of income and expenditure, and the other production we can see, because we are providing goods and services, it means we are producing something. So this is a circular flow model. It shows us that, or it indicates us, or it reveals us that national income can be viewed from three different angles. What are these angles? Value addition, income generation and expenditure. How it comes, that I have told you. Value addition, it means production, it comes from production. Income generation comes from use of factor services by household. And the expenditure, what the income is generated by the household, that is used for expenditure purpose. So there are the three angles by which we can see the national income. And when we see the national income by this, what we find, that there are three methods of calculating national income. The first one is value added method. This is, in other words, it is called production method. How? that you have understood. Then the second one is income method, and the third one, that is expenditure method. We got all these methods from here. What these methods are, I will describe you all in detail. We see how we can calculate national income by the use of all these methods. First one is value-added method. It means in this method we calculate the net production, what the production has taken place in the country. Then income method, here we calculate the income, and in expenditure method we can calculate expenditure. So we have the three types of three ways by which we can calculate national income. Now first we study the first method, that is value added method. This method is known by many other names. First one is product or production method. Question can be asked by any name, so you should know all the names. Then it is known as industrial origin method. Then it is also known as net output method. Now what you can see by all these names, that either the value addition or the output or the production is considered while calculating national income by this method. So what is the formula? Formula is, we need to get the net value added. For that, first we get gross value added. That is our ultimate goal, to get the net value added, but we start with the gross value added. What is gross value added? It is value of output minus intermediate cost. Again, gross value added is equal to value of output minus intermediate cost. Now what is value of output and what is intermediate cost? Value of output, it means the value of the item you have produced, and intermediate cost, it means the cost which you have paid for the production of whatever items you have produced. So the value of output minus intermediate cost. Now what intermediate cost would be given to you, that how much raw material you have purchased, that is the intermediate cost. So that would be given to you in the question. Now what you need to do, you need to either you will be given value of output or you need to find the value of output. If it is given, then what you need to do, you just need to subtract intermediate cost from the value of output, and that will be your gross value added, which is considered as national income. Okay, now we are here. If we find the condition that we have not given value of output, what we need to do, we need to calculate value of output. So value of output is equal to sales. What is value of output? It is sales. It is in the condition if all the production is sold at the end of the year. If you do not have any kind of stock of finished goods, then you can say that the value of output is equal to sales. If you have closing stock remaining, then it will be sales plus delta stock. Whatever the changes there is in the stock of finished goods, that will be counted with sales while calculating value of output. So that will be sales plus delta stock. Now sales, you will be given how much sales has done during the year, so you need not to bother about that. But delta stock, maybe it is given or maybe it is not given. If it is not given, then you need to find out delta stock. What is delta stock? That is exactly change in stock. And how to find change in stock? It is closing stock minus opening stock. So what we see here, that we need to do the things in 3 steps. First one is the gross value added calculation. If the value of output and intermediate cost both are given, then we need to just subtract these. If the value of output is not given, then we should see that is the sales given. If the sales is given, then we need to write value of output as sales. In the condition if the change in stock is not given, and if the change in stock given, then what we do, we write change in stock. Suppose change in stock not given, but closing stock and opening stock is given here, then what we need to do, first what we do, we calculate change in stock, then we add that change in stock in sales, that would become the value of output, and then we subtract intermediate cost from value of output, that is called the gross value added. So this is the formula. The basic formula is value of output minus intermediate cost. This is the first one, that is value added method or production method. First, what you need to do, that we need to search for the value of output and intermediate cost. It will be given, this may be given. If it is given, then we need to just subtract these. If it is not given, then we need to look for sales and closing stock, opening stock. What we would do, we would find change in stock, we add change stock and sales, that would become the value of output, and then we subtract intermediate cost. Now, while we have studied the aggregates related to national income, and what we are calculating here, that is gross value added. So what is it called when we talk about the aggregates related to national income? Just see, this is gross value added. Okay. So gross, it means gross. Now this is the value added. Value added, it means, in other words, it is called production. What is it called? Production. And where the production is done, it is done in our territory, so domestic. And then the production. Just see here, gross value added is called production, and our government can give us the data about our territory, not about the territory of other countries. So that production is surely done in our territory, it means our country, so domestic product. So this will become the gross domestic product. And what, on which price we are calculating it? We are calculating it on the market price, so it has become market price. So this is GDP MP. What we get? GDP MP while calculating this method. And if we are asked to calculate national income, what we need to do? We need to convert GDP MP into NNP FC. So after calculating gross value added, what we do? NNP FC is equal to GDP MP minus depreciation plus NFIA and minus NIT. Why? To convert gross into net, we subtract depreciation. To convert domestic into national, we add NFIA. This is FIFA minus FITA. And then to convert market price into factor cost, we subtract NIT, that is indirect taxes minus subsidy. We have studied all these things, so you need to go with these two formulas to calculate national income by this method. Now we see how it is done. Just like if you have given that the value added in the year is 500, intermediate cost 200, then the value addition will be 300. If you have given that opening stock 100, closing stock 200, sales 500, then intermediate cost 400, depreciation 100, and NFIA NIT, that will be given net NFIA minus 10, NIT 20. Now you are asked to calculate national income. What we will do? We will find out the gross value added is equal to value of output minus intermediate cost. Now, is there any value of output given? No. So we need to look for sales. Is the sales given? Yes. And is the stock given? Yes. So first we find out the change in stock. That is closing stock minus opening stock. So that becomes 200 minus 100, it means 100. Then the value of output, that is sales plus delta stock. Sales is given 500 plus delta stock we have got 100, so that becomes 600. Now the gross value added, value of output minus intermediate cost. So GVA is equal to value of output 600 minus intermediate cost 400. So it becomes 200. GVA is equal to, actually it is a GDP MP, that is 200. Now we need to calculate NNP FC. What we do? GDP MP minus depreciation plus NFIA minus NIT. GDP MP is 200 minus depreciation, that is 100. NFIA is minus 10. NIT, that is plus 20, but here it is minus, so it will be subtracted. 200 minus 100, that is 100 minus 30, that is 70 rupees. So NNP FC is 70 rupees. This is how we can calculate national income. This was a simple example. You can see it here. This was a simple example given to you so that you can understand the concept. Just see what we done. GVA is equal to value of output minus intermediate cost. Now we have not given the value of output, so we need to calculate that. We have given stock, so we calculated delta stock, that is closing stock minus opening stock, 200 minus 100, that is 100. Then value of output, sales plus delta stock. Sales is given 500, so 500 plus 100, the change in stock, that becomes 600. Now GVA is equal to value of output minus intermediate cost. Value of output is 600 and intermediate cost is given here 400. So the GVA is 200. GVA is actually what is that? That is GDP MP. So GDP MP is equal to 200. Now NNP FC is equal to GDP MP minus depreciation plus NFIA minus NIT. We put down the values which are given here and we got 70. So this is a simple example. Now next time when we meet, we study the precautions which should be taken while calculating national income with this method, the problem of double counting, and some example from book so that you can understand it better, and then we'll move forward with the next method. Thank you very much.